he's tied it right here. Here's Brett Gardner now. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This isn't this guy's first rodeo. He's been in the league for quite a while now. This wily veteran is having a great year.
Here comes the first pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, here's Gardner on his way to second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Hey, now into the 30s, D-Row. Do you think he starts looking ahead, 100%. Thinking about that magic number, maybe getting it to 40?
Yeah, I don't think you ever worry about Joe D's number, but when you start climbing into the 30s, man, there's not many guys that have been there. This is just a steady diet of staying in the zone for over a month.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Line drive to center field. Garcia will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Daniel Polka. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. LeMahieu over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Here's the pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Ready with the 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Batting 6th, the catcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next, the catcher, Wellington Castillo. First pitch on its way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Judge is under it, and he makes the catch for out.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bounce towards the second baseman. Goins has got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Digging in for his second at bat, Eric Logan. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Geyer is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Into the box now, Juan Soto. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate.
frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, Leroy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Line to the right side. Geyer is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. We'll move on. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
In now, Brandon Geyer. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, Ryan Goins.
Ready now, Ryan Goins. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that 2-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To third. LeMahieu's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit on the ground for Anderson at short. He's got it. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
The center fielder.
So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And up next, the left-handed hitting Brett Gardner. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Popped him up. Goins is there for it. And the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. They lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, Tim Anderson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and they're out 2 away now. So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike.
Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. New Lord, good Lord. Whiskey. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. More. Oh Lord, good Lord. Whiskey. Getting tipsy. From the 2 to the 3 to the 4. And more. Oh Lord, good Lord. Never shut out of whiskey. Tipsy. Whiskey.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Anderson will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Eric Logan.
Now at the plate, Eric Logan. He's set. Here it comes. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he has thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Standing in now, Cody Bellinger. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's going to get down out there. And he is in there. So it's second and third with one gone now. And that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first. So the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat. So it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here. So it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Randall Delgado enters the ball game to replace the starter, and some may feel he was pulled a bit prematurely.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lefty wants to stay out there too. But this is one of those situations where the manager felt it was time to start playing the matchup game. With the right-handed batter up next, they're hoping this right-handed pitcher gives them a better chance to get an out.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Garcia going back. Gone! It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Home run number 52 for him thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
Next for the Yankees.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Delgado, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
A bouncer to the left side. What a play, and that ends the inning. One leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more on this fine Saturday. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now another 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Yonder Alonso with a solo home run. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and they're now on the board, though still well behind. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. Fouled off. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Yohan Moncada, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. One run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Sox get one right back. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The throw into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Home run number 54 thus far as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Now that designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he rips it on the ground to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Standing in now, Eric Logan hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Garcia moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove. Throw into second. Man, this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box, Juan Soto. Base hit into right center. Bellinger rounds third and is digging for the plate. They'll score easily as they extend their lead even further.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. Line towards center field. Garcia is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the... So digging in now, Brandon Geyer will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent today.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Stepping in now, Ryan Goins. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Anderson.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tim Anderson will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The windup and the 0-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
2 out, nobody on. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here on the south side of Chicago. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Juan Minaya enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 37.
Now in the box, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Leading off with the Yankees, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Ready once again, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. Now
a drive by Judge. Deep left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Hey, I've seen a lot of things in my time, but I'm not sure I ever remember a player this hot. 2 home runs yesterday, another 2 home runs today. He could market and sell whatever pregame meals he's feasting on because he looks unstoppable right now.
In now, Brett Gardner. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
He's set. Now the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Garcia is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Now batting, Designated hitter.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk. It's one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The relay. Throw to second, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Swung on and chopped toward the hole. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Stretch time here on the south side of Chicago. The Yankees lead this one 12-1. Now at the plate, Leury Garcia 0 for 2 for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Into the box, Jose Abreu. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. And it's fouled away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Daniel Palka.
So here's Daniel Palka now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
0-1 count and the pitch. This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. Down in order go the White Sox. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. In now, Juan Soto. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Juan Soto.
From the stretch. Hit hard towards the hole. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting. Third base.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Stepping in and ready for another shot, DJ LeMahieu hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Hooker is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Eighth inning now from Chicago. The Yankees leading this one on the road as you take a look at our tail of the tape thus far. Now at the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to short. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes
now
you need
batting.
to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches, but don't shed a tear. They're up 12-1. Here's Yonder Alonso. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Digging in now, Wellington Castillo. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches, pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
First pitch on its way. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he can steal some strikes that way.
Behind 0-2 now. Alonso aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped up. Bellinger waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Yoan Moncada. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set, and the pitch. LeMahieu is over to take a look at it. Now the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Runners on first with 1 down. Another 0-2 coming. Fly ball out toward right field. Judge is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in, Brendan Guyer. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Brett Gardner. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. He's set. Here it comes. Shot toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Now I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his third double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field, base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Yeah, man, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Alex Claudio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Alex Claudio.
In now, Anthony Rizzo. And he hits it hard to the right side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Into the box, Eric Logan. Fly ball heading for the alley. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner is in from second. And the second run will score as well.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. So coming to the plate, Juan Soto. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First offering on its way. Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So stepping in, DJ LeMahieu. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Garcia there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 4 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Yankees lead it 16-1.
Fans, summer's almost here. The temperatures are heating up. The kids are out of school. What better way to spend those summer nights than here at the ballpark with a 6 or 10 game mini plan? You'll save as much as 30% as compared to buying individual tickets alone. How's that for summer savings? Visit any stadium ticket window for mini plan information.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 0-2 home. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are two gone
The
now.
center fielder, number 28.
Stepping up now, Leury Garcia, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. The White Sox down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
16-1 this evening. New York took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Mark Leiter Jr. earns his 6th winning decision in this one and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Aaron Bummer struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Tonight's paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field, 40,615. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up and please.
You remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you to say sorry. I was running on a different story. This time I mistaken for every heart was breaking, and I've been wrong. I've been there. To the bottom of every bottle. It's like words in my head. Scream, are we ever fine? Yeah, 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 no, no. Yeah, 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 no, no. Like you didn't know that. Then I'm having the same night since you must have been so bad. Then I'm understand they killed you, and this is that you remind me of what I really am. This is that you remind me of what I really am. Not like you. made it as a wise man. Gonna cut it as a poor man seeming. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. Not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I mistaken. Forever your heart was breaking and I've been wrong. I've been there. It's at the bottom of every bottle. It's like words in my head. Scream, are we having fun? Yeah, 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 we having fun. Yeah, 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 we having fun. Yeah, 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 we having fun. Yeah, 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 no, no. We expect you to understand. You can explain what it's like to be a man. Lonely road. And they don't care about what you know. They care about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. You make it. Everybody good man. Very good man. You really think you get, you really think you good man. He told me, tell my son the same. The same. Everybody knows the play. They have to do the same. They were all gonna win it up to the way. Myself. They don't expect you to understand. They nobody can explain what it's like to be a man. The lonely road. And they don't care about what you know. They don't about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Sing up, sing ready, sing ready, rubbing over rising. Sing ready, rubbing, sing ready, sing ready. Sing ready, rubbing, sing ready, sing ready, rubbing, sing ready, rubbing, something, things, and it's a living, it's a mission, it's a mission, it's a living, it's a place. Thank you for the help. And I don't make it help, and then we will help and help. And everything lies in you, and to the end, in a circle of life, and the man you provide, and don't know what to rest, and the man that you got, and the man that you provide. And the love and the man that you provide. And the stuff. I expect you to understand. There's nobody can explain what it's like to be a man. The lonely road. And they don't care about what you know. They care about how you feel, but what we provide inside that home. Oh, that home. Oh. you do?
Afternoon baseball on the south side of Chicago and Guaranteed Rate Field. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. Giancarlo Stanton looks to notch his 200th hit of the season. Coming up next. Dellin Betances, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
At the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And that one is gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Home run number 55 on the campaign as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Previous history against Dellin Betances. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Geyer is underneath this one. And he puts it away for the first down. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Striding in, Eric Logan. 7 hits, 6 RBIs in the series to this point, so we'll see if he's a factor again in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The second baseman.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run will score from second, as now it's a 3-0 game.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
A swing and a ground ball to third. There's one. Out. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball, so they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across. Jay Happ will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Jay Happ, big, tall guy, about 6'4", 215 pounds, has really put things together. Not overpowering, but pinpoint control. Reminds me a lot of former AL Cy Young Award winner Cliff Lee. Control with really good stuff, good fastball, good changeup, and his curveball is getting a lot better.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Fouled off. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
Batting second.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. 0-1 the count. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
To first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Oh, and 2, here it is. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring forward the power bat of Daniel Palka. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. LeMahieu trying to get there. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Anderson on third with 2 out. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More to come on MLB Network's. Here's big Aaron Judge. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Betances is ready. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Wow, the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless. This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, he's as hot as anybody in the game right now, hitting a homer yesterday and 2 more today. They need to rethink whatever strategy they're using to pitch to him because he's killing them.
Aaron Bummer enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. And he will creep ever closer to that record, as you see there. This hitting streak has reached epic proportions now.
D-Row, this guy is just amazing right now. He's just swinging a magic wand, and it looks like there's no end in sight to this streak.
Yeah, you can't think of anything else. This is national news right here. This is all anybody's talking about. When you start getting into these numbers, almost 2 months, and you're challenging Joe DiMaggio and the 56-game hit streak, it's all anybody should be talking about. Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And I'm going to focus today on Tim Anderson. And when I say his name, I think quick feet. Not only defensively at the shortstop position, but also putting the defense on their heels. When he gets on base, look for him to take off. And he's got a strong arm as well from shortstop.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Next for the Yankees.
Standing in, Juan Soto, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. Geyer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, and it's all New York. 6-0 Yanks. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
So the base is empty here with one away, and digging in next will be the outfielder Nicky Delmonico. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Now to the plate, Brandon Geyer. Trying to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Bases are empty here with two men out. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's Brett Gardner now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Cordell is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Giancarlo Stanton now as he swings and grounds it toward the hole, and that's through into left field for a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive, base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Skied into straightaway right. Geyer on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 6. Set to get his day started, Ryan Goins. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. In there, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Soto is under it. One away. So one gone now as you get a look there at where the Yankees stand currently in the American League East.
Cordell.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Cordell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Fouled off. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold a glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's a pop-up now. LeMahieu is calling for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Striding in once again, Yoan Moncada. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it. And that retires the side. A man left for the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. He's done it. Anthony Rizzo is the new single-season home run king. One of the greatest records in baseball history has been toppled by one of the best offensive seasons anyone will ever see.
Oh, man, and you have to wonder what is going through his head right now. No matter what happens the rest of his career, he's going to be immortalized for what he's accomplished this year. It's hard to say much else. Sometimes you just have to soak up the moment.
Into the box now, Eric Logan. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Anderson brings it in. The second for one. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Juan Soto to the plate now as he rips it on the ground to second. Oh, a terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. Bellinger ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Here's the tag from Castillo. They got him at the plate.
With 2 outs, I totally understand sending him there, but with only 1 out, you've got to be pretty positive about getting him home safely. Could have been a whole lot better than what they're working with now.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
Yeah, they've already pushed 8 runs across, and it's still early. I'm not sure what the answer is. At this point, you might just consider leaving the pitcher out there. You don't want to waste your bullpen in a game like this. Then again, it's early, so you don't want to throw in the towel either.
Digging in to try it again, Brett Gardner trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Here's the first pitch to him. He pulls this one into right. Geyer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Yankees 8 and the White Sox nothing. Into the box, Jose Abreu. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1 down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
0-1 pitch on its way. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and in to bat next the catcher Wellington Castillo. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. MLB Network is back on the south side. Randall Delgado gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Delgado.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Ready for another shot now. Aaron Judge. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field. A base hit. And it's not in time. He's safe, as a run will score on the play as well. Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to home on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on Show Track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there on the first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. So base is empty now after the double play. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch. High in the air out to center field. Cordell moves over. And the inning is over. Welcome back to the south side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How do they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. So striding in, Brandon Geyer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. And you can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks them offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2, and this one gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
Again, a 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Popped him up. Logan takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. Stepping into the box, Ryan Cordell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Behind 0-2 now. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's in there safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row, and they finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side. Digging in, Eric Logan. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. Delmonico comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Now here's the pitch. Line toward center field. Cordell is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. At the plate, Juan Soto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll send a ground ball down to 3rd. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now. Next for New York, Brett Gardner, looking for a 3rd straight 2-out hit and a run in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Digging in once again, Yohan Moncada. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Let's play ball. 3 out. 3. You're out. 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 He's out. Out. You're out.
Ready for another chance? Eric Logan. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. Cordell is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. 8th inning now from Chicago. The Yankees leading this one on the road. You should take a look at our tail of the tape thus far. Standing in, Cody Bellinger. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Cordell. We're in the 8th.
Play ball. 3 out. Out. 3. 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base. He's out.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The New York Yankees put up a 4-spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Jay Happ earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he turns in 8 strong innings of work.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs on 20 hits, 2 errors with 13 runners left on. The winning pitcher is Jay Happ. His record is now 6-0. The loss goes to Dellin Betances. He falls to 1-2.